Hey guys. How's it going? Anyway, we're gonna get back playing some Guild Wars. And, today I'm gonna be working on this jumping puzzle. Mostly because my character's here. That's where I left her off. And I needed to go grab my Mesmer to help some friends out. So I figured, well, I'll just do this while I'm streaming stuff. So, and today, I'm going to be talking about something a little different, and I've talked about it before in various other mediums. I had a blog for a while. Oh, this is not coming out to play though. I had a blog a while ago. Okay, just want to make sure I get through this. Oh. There we go. Alright, awesome. And I talked about this idea that I had, and what's that? It has a thing called the hero inside, and I've kind of, like, codename Hero Project. Pretty much what this is. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I'm trying to catch cold, and I really don't want to. Oh, dang it.
I'm dying.
Glad I didn't die. Stormy. And it's this idea of having some kind of, jumping puzzles. I've done this one before, so it's not that big a deal. Anyway, the hero inside was this idea of mine. And kind of the point of it was, hold on, see if I can get over here. Alright. First of all, let me back up a little bit. And kind of tell you, like, kind of the backstory of, yeah. I need to go over to that one. Anyway, a while back I had a buddy, and or, well, he's still my buddy, but, you know, it's a couple years ago, and he has this ministry. It's like a homeless, a ministry that he works with a lot of homeless, and I was able to intern with him for a while, and there was a lot of, and when, oh god, I don't like that part. Anyway, oh jeez. Anyway, had this ministry, and I was helping him out, interning with him actually, and it wasn't like your, I want to say typical like homeless ministry. Like it wasn't just that we went and gave them like food and stuff like that.
Need some healing here.
And pretty much his idea of what he wanted to do was go out and pretty much just like love on everybody, and create relationships with a lot of these guys, because that's you know, just really what they need. I mean, you know, they do need like food and stuff like that. There we go. Oh god. They jump as soon as it hits. Keep getting the timing off on that wrong. You know, they do need like essentials and stuff like that, and he was able to provide some of that stuff. Like he had donations from various churches and stuff like that. Give them like
need some healing here.
Sleeping bags and there we go. What the hell? You know, and they just, you know, got a lot of stuff from like churches and stuff like that. Yes, I'll get you in a bit, sir. Oh crap. And oh jeez, that was close. And while I was there, I had these well, pretty much I learned a lot from them. Like I don't know how to put it. It's difficult to kind of explain everything, because god dang it. Well, because I'm playing a game too, but other than that, so pretty much what we did is we went out and we hung out with, we went out into the streets and you know, hung out with a lot of these guys, a lot of the homeless on the streets and stuff. And I mean, we would just go there and hang out, talk to them and stuff like that, you know, build relationships with these guys. You know, because I mean, I know a lot of other like churches and stuff, they'll go out and they'll like bring Bibles and give them to all the all the people hanging around, and that's
Getting healthier.
that's fine, and it's fine with me as long as they're not like standing there making this guy feel like crap because or standing there yelling at this guy for not having a job and stuff like that. That's when it just gets really irritating. Oh jeez. And it makes our job harder because I mean we've been out there, or friend Benny, he's been out there. He's the one that started this, and he's been out there the last 5-6 years, I think. And there's a lot of there's a lot of people that have stuck around, but then again, some of them haven't. Either way, like, he's built relationships with a lot of these guys, especially over the summers, because that's when a lot of people come in. I live in Colorado, and Boulder, Colorado is, it's one of those places a lot of people know about, because it's so different. Let's see, let's go to this guy. Anyway, until it's done. 3. I could get it all the way across, but there we go. Okay. Dang it. I was hoping to just keep going. Let's see, where was I? So yeah, after doing that for a while, just hanging out with him, and hanging out with a lot of the people, it just kind of made me, really aware of how much people need other people and stuff like that. And, there were so many times where, like over the summers, Benny would have groups from, like, youth groups and stuff from, like, churches from around the U.S. come in, and we would, it's kind of one of those things where we were not teaching them how to, like, deal with the homeless or anything like that, but we're really just teaching them, it's important to do something, like, for community and stuff like that. And there was a lot of that, and there were so many times where, like, we would just be out hanging out there, and I really felt, a lot of people were just, we're really happy that we were actually there. And there were a lot of times where, there were, some people there that were, okay on the outside, but were really hurting on the inside, but didn't make it aware. And sometimes one of the groups, like some of the kids would really touch that one person, and it would almost, and it pretty much change their life, or at least how they look upon life and stuff like that. Where it's not just like a like a lot of well, in Boulder, it's really interesting because you'll get a lot of homeless people, but you get a lot of travelers, which, they go across the country and stuff like that, and just you know, cross country, going cross country and stuff like that. But you know, to a lot of them, it was all about the party or something like that. You know, always either getting high or you know, getting their uh, and it was always about the party. But then that made them realize, like, you know, oh well, there really is something else than just that. And you know, it's really made me a lot more outgoing and stuff like that too. So particularly at like work, like I feel like I, you know, really was able to change some people there, which is really cool. And you know, we had, you know, really cool discussions and stuff like, or you know, we would talk to each other and you know, bounce ideas off each other all the time. And I feel that if I hadn't have, you know, done a lot of that stuff with Benny, I wouldn't have been, you know, willing, I guess, to really do that. And it's really made me more of like a people person and stuff like that. And that's why I really like doing the live streams, and I like doing videos, and I like hanging out with my guild and stuff like that. You know, and for the most part, I try not to be, you know, disrespectful or, you know, super mean or anything like that. Just because you know, I get a better, not like, because I don't want people to feel that I'm like faking like a friendship or something like that. Like I want to be genuine, you know, with them and stuff like that. You know, if they need me to be funny, I'll be funny. If they need me, you know, and you know, I am funny. And most of the time, you know, my girlfriend can what's the word for it? Can support that idea. So, but then, you know, whenever something's up and, you know, I need to be serious, I have no problem being serious and stuff like that. And so that kind of leads me into, let me kill this guy real quick, into the Hero Project. And pretty much what I want to do. It was this idea that I had came up with the second year that I was interning with my friend Benny, and oh boy. Anyway, I had this idea. Stop attacking him, jeez. Sweet. Yeah, grand chest. Sweet. Cool. Alright, well, that's a jumping puzzle. Surprise this guy. No, that was a good surprise.
Getting healthier.
Dang it. That wasn't too bad. Alright. Anyway. So the whole idea of this Hero Project was that I really liked what Benny was doing, but I don't feel like that would be my group of people because I'm so, well, like, I felt I had a calling to somewhere else, and so that's when that idea started coming in, and I wanted to do something like he does, except do it within like a gaming community or something like that. And the whole idea of this hero thing is, in a lot of video games you play as a hero, and a lot of people that play video games a lot, they usually do it because well, it's fun, but also they use it as a way of getting away from something, and so and in most cases there's a lot of hurting people in the community, and they drown themselves in something else to get away from real life situations and such. And so I just wanted to create something for those people to come to, and be able to get together with other people, and I wanted to be able to reach out and say, hey, you're not alone, and there's been plenty of times where I've been, I go to a video game or something because the crap hits the fan and stuff like that in life, and I'm just like, I don't want to do that. And so this is just kind of like some kind of something I've been wanting to do for a while. It's I'm still kind of trying to figure out what exactly it's going to look like and stuff. But yeah. What else? I didn't have a whole lot planned for this, but but pretty much what I want to do with it is, be able to reach a lot of people. And this is, a pretty great medium. I mean, especially in something like Guild Wars, which is a, giant MMO. And a lot of people can just get lost in it. And I know for sure you can in this. But so it's pretty much I enjoy helping people. I enjoy like making, being, creating friendships and stuff like that with a lot of different people, and like, and really I don't like people like feeling alone and stuff, because there's been plenty of times where I felt that way, and so I want to be able to do that for other people and stuff. So okay. Family. Everybody. First turn, double touch, and on.
I will find others more worthy to build your totem.
Okay. So yeah, this... Oh, I completed my dailies. Didn't even notice. Very well. I guess that's all I needed was that event. So yeah, it's... I'm still trying to figure out what exactly I'm going to do, because I've gone through a lot of different ideas, you know, of it being like how's that noise? Oh, it's just Dahlia. That's weird. This is Dahlia. Weird. Occasionally these sounds get really loud. I don't know why. That's weird. That was really strange. Anyway, it's not like, you know, easy to like just start up a community and expect a lot of people to join and stuff like that. And so it's probably I don't know. Still trying to like figure out, you know, whether I should just start something off like a forums or something. And that was one of the reasons I wanted to get like into live streaming and stuff like that. Pretty much it's just, you know, an idea that I still need to flesh out and stuff like that. So we'll see. Like how it plays out and stuff like that. That was weird. Candy corn is still here. It's the ghost of candy corn past. Anyway. So yeah. I guess just to do a real quick recap. For anybody that might just want to recap. Pretty much the Hero Project, or let's see, I'm not even decided on any kind of name either. But it's pretty much just going to be something I do, like Hero Project, done with the hero inside, something like that. It's just kind of a thing where I want to, you know, show that, you know, people are more than what they, you know, think they are and stuff like that. And I know, like, oh, you know, when at schools and stuff like that, you know, people get, you know, this idea of who they are because everybody like makes fun of them or whatever, and so they go and home and just, you know, they play video games because that's all they enjoy doing. And I just want to try and, you know, show people that, you know, that there are heroes inside of us. might kind of sound cheesy, but yeah, and you know, I just want to, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but but the biggest thing is that um that I just really like helping people and stuff like that, and so if you're ever watching this or something, and you know, you need somebody to talk to, you know, whether it's, you know, and that's another thing, is that I really want to be open to a lot of different people, different issues and stuff like that. You know, some people have family problems and they just need somebody to talk to and stuff like that, and I guess that's kind of what I really want to do, is, you know, create almost like a family. Even if it's like a, you know, disformed family, a video game junkie family or something like that. But yeah, I just want to, you know, do something for the community, and so yeah, I think that's. I'll stop trying to explain it out when I haven't even totally figured it out myself. But that's what I want to do. So, if you like that idea, let me know. If you have any ideas of, like, if there's something that you think I might be able to do, like 4 people and stuff like that, awesome, let me know.
All I needed.
Other than that, I think I'll end the stream here, just because I've been running about for, what, an hour or so? Yeah, looks like it. But yeah. I hope all you guys have a good day. Pardon my goodness. And I will see you guys later. Bye.